Hey everybody, Tony George, DocSports.com, Thursday update. What's up? Big update today here. A couple of college basketball leans for you. One will make an official free play. Last night's free play, much needed win. As predicted, my Huskers got absolutely dominated. Beat by 15 points, I believe. And managed 45 points at home against the Terps. Downward spiral continues. Nebraska right now is a fade team in the Big Ten. Tattoo that to your girlfriend's backside. They're a fade team. They are in a downward spiral, and I'm telling you, that's a team that just fell off the map. Losing their best player, they can't recover, and they don't have any scores. They play anybody with a high-powered offense, like in the Big Ten, like Iowa, somebody like that, they're going to get racked, especially on the road. Mark my words. Best free tip you're going to get all day. NBA, as promised, we have not lost a back-to-back card. We've only lost two, only lost two back-to-back cards in the NBA since December 28th of 2018. Last night, bounced right back. Outright dog winner, New Orleans Pelicans. Here's another free tip for you. Anytime, and I mean anytime, Chicago Bulls are laying a number, you fade them. Remember, Cleveland went in there and beat them by double digits. You don't lay double digits with Chicago. You don't lay points with Chicago, ever. You know, injury riddled both those teams, but, you know. And yes, New Orleans is a mess, this whole Davis thing. But nonetheless, it's TNT tonight. And it's time to get even more units back. Doubleheader, both games on TNT. Come on, get it done. 7 units of action. We'll put out some discounts in basketball tomorrow on promo codes for you for the weekend, including NBA. You better jump on board. It's still a nice 24-12 run or something. Doing well. 65% over our last 35 plays. That's making money. That's about as good as it gets. College basketball, not as good as it gets. 1-2 night last night. Just got on the wrong side of a game and lost one just barely with George Mason. Oh. Nonetheless, tonight we're going to play to streaks. Now, last year when I had struggled a little bit in college, we struggled. We went on a huge run. Now we're kind of hitting and missing and struggling again. Last year when I did this, I started doing small conference totals plays and just crushed the books. That's exactly what I'm doing tonight. I adapt. That's what you do when you do this every day for a grind. So I'm going to go ahead and adapt. I'm going to go play to my strengths. 3 small conference games tonight, 9 units of action, a 4, a 3, and a 2-unit play, 2 totals, and a big dog side play late to cover a number. Great situation in that game, too. And that is a Vegas sharp move. I got a call from a pro bettor that was all over this game last night and decided to go ahead and make a move on that. Go with a guy that put 20K on it. Hello. One of the guys I talked to during the week about basketball. Nonetheless, get over to Docs. We'll bounce back here tonight. DocSports.com. And don't forget, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but pitchers and catchers are reporting next week. Hello. 61% winners. 155 units to the good. Last year in Major League Baseball. Never laid over 150. One of my strongest sports every year. We'll have an early bird discount up there on the site for you next week as well. Getting geared up for Major League Baseball. An epic year last year. I think I started out the season 21-3. Something like crazy out of the gate and just maintained it the entire season. And again, that's a low volume approach with those type of numbers. You know, 1, maybe 2 games a day. That's it. Just like NBA, low volume, cycle them in, find the best bet on the board, find the best value in the number, and you bet it. Leave the other ones alone. I don't speculate. I like to dial in, especially in Major League Baseball. First couple of weeks, you know, don't put out a lot of plays. You really don't. Look at totals more than anything. You want those pitching rotations to go through once, maybe even almost twice. See, it's just like the NBA every year. Same faces, different places. Last I checked, Harper wasn't signed yet. Hello. Nonetheless, we are going to be talking more and more about Major League Baseball in the upcoming weeks, getting ready for a big season and a big run. You need to jump on board this year. I don't think there's anybody, I don't want to make that claim, but I don't think there was anybody better on Doc's site than yours truly last year. And one of the best in the country. So just bear that in mind. We'll have some Major League Baseball updates. We'll have a Gambling 101 series on how to wager Major League Baseball and what to look for, some key things to look at. We did one of those for the NBA this year. It's in the 101 section of this website, YouTube page. We'll do the same thing in Major League Baseball. Let's get to a couple free plays. That's why you're here, right? Lean tonight, just a lean. Small little lean. I'm going to put a little bit of money on Central Florida tonight against Houston at home. I like Central Florida's defense. Houston, for all the, what are they, 20-1, something like that? They're not a good shooting team. You watch them, they play anybody who plays any defense at all, they're going to struggle. Especially when you get out of the AAC postseason. Because Houston's going to be in the tournament. I've already got 20 wins. But nonetheless, and 1 loss. But they're laying 2 tonight on the road. 1.5 in some spots, 2 in others. A little lean on Central Florida there for you. Let's get to the Horizon League. Another underdog I like tonight. Wright State's taking on Oakland. This is a league that I've been cherry-picking games out of the last 2 or 3 years. Not as consistent as Mo Valley, one of my smaller conferences, or even Ohio Valley, which I haven't done well in this year. Murray State's killed me a couple times badly. But this is a conference I'm going to bring into the inner circle next year. I like to have a few sports writer contacts. I like to be able to get to know the conference a little bit better before I specialize in it, more or less. But keeping an eye on this. And one thing about Oakland, they have the better offense. And despite the fact of not having the better defense in this game, and they're catching 7, they've went 21-5 their last 26 Horizon League games on the under. And I think it's going to possibly go under tonight. But if you take a look at this game, and Wright State's been on a 6-game run, 5-1 their last 6. And I don't know how they've done it, shooting 26% in those 6 games from 3-point range. If you look at the shooting percentages in this game, Oakland, home road dichotomy stats and last 5 game stats, all those stats exceed everything on offense over Wright State. They're better. They do give up a few more points, but again, they're 21-6 on 21-5 on unders in league play. I just think it's too many points. I'm going to take Oakland plus the 7 tonight against Wright State, the official free play. Get over to Doc's, get a doubleheader in the NBA, stick money in your pocket, and sit back and watch me sweep tonight in college basketball if you want to as well. Have a great Thursday.